Okay, Amber, we're going to pick on you a little bit. um, First of all, congrats on the PR. This is awesome. This is 183 pounds, right? So
Elbows high, stay tight.
we're looking at 83 kilos or something, and
Good. All right, fast feet.
it's a big lift for you. That's awesome. So you're never going to see a perfect lift when you are at a PR weight or a maximum effort weight. But there's a lot of stuff here I think that we can work on, and I can try to get you to fix in your positioning that'll be uh, good to make you more efficient and make you stronger because you're capable of more. And we just got to work on a couple of things here. So first off is your starting position. This is your starting position. So there's one thing that I think that might help uh, get that bar to make contact higher into your hips, and that's a little bit lower starting position. So if you look at, this is basically the angle of your shin right now. That's not that bad, but even if you had something a little bit more like this, where you push those knees towards the bar more, over top of the bar more, and then dropped your butt a little bit. So that's going to get you to use a lot more leg for this first pull, for that initial pull, keeping you over top of the bar and letting it come a little bit higher up under your hips or under your thighs, at least when you make contact. So that's one of the things, maybe a few inches lower as far as your starting position goes, and that'll get you to engage or use your legs a lot more, which is what we want initially. It's a lot different than the deadlift. What you see with CrossFitters for the most part is they want to use their hips for leverage way too soon. And that's part of that is a result of their being taught that from the first time they clean, from the level one on, they teach the deadlift start to teach the clean, and that's wrong. It's a safe way to do it, but it's not the most efficient. And for someone like you who's an advanced athlete, you can use a lot more leg, um, and you can get that by dropping that start position. So start working on that a little bit and see how it feels and see if it changes anything up for you. The second thing, we're going to put it in slow motion here and go a little bit further. Watch where you pull from. Boom, right there. Okay, let's go back. Look how low the bar is on your legs when you go for that pull. I mean, you're starting it right here, basically. Look, your hips are coming forward right there. So you got to stay back way longer than that. And this is the key here, right? Look how far the bar is away from your body. Okay, that thing is clear out here when it should be more like this. All right, so that's why you jump forward so far. Number one, I bet you're gonna have to catch the bar way out, way out here. Let's see what happens. Yep. So that's where the bar is, and that's why you're so far forward, tipped forward here. You even get worse right there, yeah. Um, because you have to lean out there to go get it, and that makes it so much harder for you. Plus, it kind of fucks your footwork up and all that kind of stuff too. So that causes sort of a cascade of problems. Okay, so you stand up here, reset your feet, get a front squat in, stand up. Okay, little bit of a collapse there, not too bad. Um, Now, here's a big thing that's going to help with your jerk. The first thing you do, watch your hips and your knees when you jerk. Watch what happens first. Boom. What's the first movement? Butt back, drop in your chest. That's your first movement, and this is where you've angled your torso, which is what directs the bar. Okay, so the angle of your torso is going to be uh, directly related to how the barbell flies off of your shoulders. Okay, so my guess is the bar is going to end up somewhere along that line when we go here. Wow, way out there. Yeah, even dropped a little bit further. Yeah, that's where that bar ended up. So let's go. This is where the bar ended up. Let's go back to where you started your clean and jerk. So where you started from, right there, look where the bar is right there. And now look where it ended up in this spot out here by the time you're done with that jerk. So um, that's got to get fixed. The only thing that bends here, you need to drop onto your heels and bend your knees. You're driving your hips back, and that's incorrect. The knees need to just drive out over the toes or corkscrew out over the toes, and that's it. And then you can take a little dip. You're taking way too much dip here. Look how low you go into that thing. That's almost a half squat. Okay, that's too low. It needs to be about half that much. And you have to work on the timing of it because this is causing you to direct that bar way out here, which is where you have to go then when you receive it. Okay. And like I said, this is me being really picky on all these little things, but if you start to correct some of this stuff, you're gonna hit 187 or 190 or 192 or something along those lines. No problem. You have the speed and the power for it. Okay. You got lots of height on the bar, but it's just where it's ending up. Your positioning is the bar is sort of pulling you out of position here. So work on that stuff. See what you think. And yeah, hopefully I get to see you before regionals. Good job.